And every time you say these things, especially when you're handling money, you're actually reinforcing the very poverty you're trying to escape. I see you. I understand that struggle because it's real, and it's exhausting. Here's what's really happening, and this is where most people get it completely wrong. Your subconscious mind is like the most powerful computer ever created, and it's running programs all day long based on what you tell it. Now, your subconscious doesn't understand sarcasm, jokes, or temporary moods. It takes everything you say and think as a direct command. So when you're standing at the checkout counter handing over money and thinking, "There goes my hard-earned cash," or "I'm broke again," your subconscious mind hears that as an instruction. It says, "Okay, you want to be broke? Let me make sure that happens for you." The universe responds to your words and thoughts with absolute precision. It's not punishing you or rewarding you. It's simply reflecting back to you exactly what you're claiming as your reality. This isn't mystical nonsense. Think about it scientifically for a moment. Everything in existence is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Money is energy. You know what's funny? We spend our entire lives touching money. We grab it, we count it, we hand it over, we stuff it in our wallets, and yet most of us treat these moments like they're completely meaningless. But what if I told you that every single time your fingers make contact with money, you're either programming abundance into your life or pushing it away? What if the secret to multiplying your wealth isn't about working harder or finding some complex investment strategy, but simply about what you say and think in those brief, powerful moments when money is literally in your hands? Now, I know what you're thinking. Here we go again, another person telling me to just think positive thoughts and magically money will appear. But stick with me here, because what I'm about to share with you isn't just wishful thinking. It's about understanding a fundamental law of the universe that successful people have been using for centuries, often without even realizing it. And before you click away thinking this is going to be another one of those marathon videos that takes 2 hours to make a single point, let me tell you something. I keep these videos short, powerful, and straight to the point, because your time is valuable. I'm not here to ramble on and on about the same concept in circles. I'm here to give you real, actionable wisdom that you can use immediately. That's what this channel is about. No fluff, no filler. Just pure transformational content that actually makes a difference in your life. So if you appreciate that approach, you're in the right place. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have money flow to them effortlessly, while others work themselves to exhaustion and still struggle? Have you ever looked at your bank account and felt that sinking feeling in your stomach, that sense of never having enough no matter how hard you try? Maybe you've caught yourself saying things like, "I can't afford that," or "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "I'm just not good with money." And every time you say these things, especially when you're handling money, you're actually reinforcing the very poverty you're trying to escape. I see you. I understand that struggle because it's real, and it's exhausting. Here's what's really happening, and this is where most people get it completely wrong. Your subconscious mind is like the most powerful computer ever created, and it's running programs all day long based on what you tell it. Now, your subconscious doesn't understand sarcasm, jokes, or temporary moods. It takes everything you say and think as a direct command. So when you're standing at the checkout counter handing over money and thinking, "There goes my hard-earned cash," or "I'm broke again," your subconscious mind hears that as an instruction. It says, "Okay, you want to be broke? Let me make sure that happens for you." The universe responds to your words and thoughts with absolute precision. It's not punishing you or rewarding you. It's simply reflecting back to you exactly what you're claiming as your reality. This isn't mystical nonsense. Think about it scientifically for a moment. Everything in existence is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Money is energy. You are energy. And the words you speak carry vibrational frequency. When you speak words of lack, poverty, and limitation while touching money, you're literally creating a vibrational pattern that repels abundance. But when you speak words of gratitude, increase, and prosperity while handling money, you create a magnetic force that attracts more money to you. Now, let me give you a framework that'll help you understand this better. There are 3 levels of money consciousness. The first level is poverty consciousness. This is where most people live. They see money as scarce, hard to get, and easy to lose. Every transaction feels like a loss. Paying bills feels like punishment. At this level, you're in a constant state of fear and anxiety around money. The second level is survival consciousness. You have enough to get by, but you're always worried about the future. You're playing not to lose rather than playing to win. You can pay your bills, but there's not much left over, and you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. The third level is prosperity consciousness. At this level, you understand that money is constantly flowing and circulating. You see yourself as a channel through which money flows easily and naturally. You give freely and receive freely. You know that there's more than enough for everyone, and you claim your share without guilt or apology. Here's the beautiful truth that changes everything. You can shift from poverty consciousness to prosperity consciousness instantly, and one of the most powerful ways to do this is through the words you speak when you touch money. Because that moment when money is in your hands is like a magic portal. It's when your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and the universe are all paying attention to your money story. What you say in that moment becomes a command to the universe. Let me tell you about someone I knew who completely transformed her financial life using this principle. She was drowning in debt, working multiple jobs, and felt like she was on a hamster wheel going nowhere. Then she learned about the power of speaking prosperity into her finances. She started saying specific words every time she touched money, whether she was receiving it or giving it away. Within 6 months, she had paid off half her debt, received an unexpected inheritance, and landed a job that paid twice what she was making before. Now, you might say that's just coincidence, but I've seen this pattern repeat itself over and over again. The universe doesn't do coincidences. It does correspondence. So let's get practical. I'm going to give you the exact words to say when you touch money, and I want you to understand why these specific words work. These aren't magic spells. They're statements of truth that align your consciousness with the flow of abundance. They reprogram your subconscious mind and send a clear signal to the universe about what you're claiming as your reality. First, when you receive money in any form, whether it's your paycheck, a gift, finding a coin on the street, getting change from a purchase, or seeing money in your bank account, say this: money flows to me easily and constantly from expected and unexpected sources. Now, why does this work? Because you're making a declaration that money comes to you easily. You're not saying you have to struggle for it. You're saying it flows, which implies constant movement and circulation. And by adding expected and unexpected sources, you're opening yourself up to infinite channels of abundance, not just your job. Here's another powerful statement to use when receiving money. I am a money magnet, and I attract prosperity in every area of my life. This statement does something crucial. It identifies you as someone who naturally attracts money. You're not chasing it. You're not begging for it. You're magnetic to it. It can't help but come to you. And by adding that prosperity comes in every area of your life, you're not limiting abundance to just your bank account. You're inviting it into your health, your relationships, your opportunities, everything. Now, here's where most people mess this up, and it's the reason they stay broke. When you give money away, whether you're paying bills, buying groceries, investing in something, giving to charity, or lending to a friend, you absolutely must speak words of prosperity over that transaction. This is critical. Most people hand over money while thinking or saying things like, I hate paying bills, or this is so expensive, or I can't believe I have to spend this much. And then they wonder why money stops coming to them. Here's what you say instead when you give money. I bless this money as it leaves my hands. It circulates and multiplies and returns to me increased. Do you see the power in this? You're not mourning the loss of that money. You're blessing it. You're sending it out with good energy, knowing that it's going to do good things in the world. And because the universe is based on circulation, you're declaring that it will return to you multiplied. It's like planting a seed. You don't cry when you put a seed in the ground. You celebrate because you know that seed is going to produce a harvest. Another powerful statement when paying for something is this: I give freely and receive freely. There is always more than enough. This statement is profound because it establishes you as someone who operates from abundance, not lack. You're not hoarding. You're not clutching. You're freely giving because you know there's an inexhaustible supply. The universe loves a generous giver and will always make sure a generous giver has something to give. Here's a particularly powerful one for when you're paying bills. I am grateful for the services I receive, and I pay joyfully knowing my supply is unlimited. Most people dread paying bills, but bills represent services you've already enjoyed. Your electricity bill means you've had light and power. Your rent or mortgage means you've had shelter. When you pay with gratitude instead of resentment, you keep the flow of abundance open. And when you declare that your supply is unlimited, you're telling your subconscious mind that paying this bill doesn't diminish you because there's always more coming. Now let me give you a practice that will accelerate this entire process. Start carrying a little bit of cash with you, even if you usually use cards. I want you to physically handle money every single day. Take it out of your wallet, touch it, feel it, and as you do, speak these words of prosperity over it. Thank it for being in your life. Bless it. Tell it to multiply. This daily practice reprograms your subconscious mind at a deep level. Your brain starts associating money with good feelings, gratitude, and abundance, instead of stress, fear, and lack. Here's another practice that sounds silly but is incredibly powerful. When you see money, even if it's not yours, bless it. When you see someone else paying for something, silently bless their money and declare that there's enough for everyone. When you see an expensive car or home, instead of feeling jealous or saying you could never afford that, say, "That's wonderful. There's plenty for me too." This practice removes jealousy and competition from your consciousness. Jealousy is one of the fastest ways to block your own abundance. When you can genuinely celebrate other people's prosperity, you open the door for your own. Let me address something important here. Some of you might be thinking, this sounds too simple. How can just saying some words change my bank account? And I get it. We've been conditioned to believe that money only comes through hard work, struggle, and sacrifice. But here's the truth. Your words are the most creative force in your life. The Bible says the universe was spoken into existence. In the beginning was the Word. Your life is being spoken into existence by you right now with every word you say. If you don't believe your words have power, try this experiment. For the next week, speak only negative words about your finances. Complain about bills. Talk about how broke you are. Focus on everything you can't afford. See what happens. Then for the following week, speak only words of abundance, gratitude, and prosperity. Notice the difference. Your external world will begin to shift because you've shifted your internal world. Now, I want to give you a framework for using affirmations effectively, because there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. The wrong way is to stand in front of a mirror saying, "I am a millionaire," when you have $17 in your bank account and your subconscious mind is screaming, "Liar." Your subconscious mind rejects statements that are too far from your current reality. The right way is to use statements that your subconscious can accept while still moving you in the direction of abundance. So instead of saying, "I am a millionaire," when you're not, say, "Money comes to me more easily every day," or "I am in the process of creating wealth," or "I am opening myself to greater and greater prosperity." These statements don't contradict your current reality, but they point you toward a better future. Your subconscious mind can accept them, and once it accepts them, it starts working to make them true. Let me give you another layer to this that most people miss. It's not just about the words you say out loud. It's about the feeling behind the words. You must say these statements with conviction, with feeling, with faith. If you're just mechanically repeating words without any emotion or belief, you're wasting your time. Emotion is the fuel that powers your words. So when you say, "I am a money magnet," feel it in your body. Feel the excitement of attracting money. Feel the gratitude as if it's already happening. Your feeling nature is what activates the law. Here's a powerful technique I want you to try tonight before you go to sleep. Hold some money in your hands, even if it's just a single bill. Look at it, feel it, and say, "I am so grateful for this money. I bless it. I multiply it. As I sleep tonight, my subconscious mind is creating new channels for money to flow into my life. I wake up tomorrow with new ideas, new opportunities, and new ways to increase my wealth. Then put that money under your pillow or on your nightstand. Your subconscious mind is most receptive right before sleep. You're programming it to work on creating wealth while you rest. Now let's talk about something that might make you uncomfortable, but it's essential. You need to change your relationship with spending money. Most people have been taught that spending money is bad and saving is good. But here's the truth. Money needs to circulate. If you hoard it out of fear, you're blocking the flow. The universe can only give you more if you're willing to let money move through you. This doesn't mean be reckless or irresponsible. It means spend with joy and confidence, knowing that more is coming. When you buy something you need or want, don't feel guilty about it. Celebrate it. Say, I love that I can afford this. Thank you, universe, for my abundance. Here's something else that's crucial. Stop talking about what you can't afford. Every time you say, I can't afford that, you're making a declaration of poverty. Instead, train yourself to say, I choose not to purchase that right now, or that's not a priority for me at this time, or even, I'm directing my money to something else. Do you feel the difference? One statement comes from powerlessness and lack. The other comes from choice and power. You're not poor. You're making strategic decisions about where your abundant resources go. Let me share something that transformed my understanding of money. Money is not the goal. Money is the servant. It's a tool. It's energy that allows you to do and be and have what you desire. When you understand this, you stop worshipping money and you start directing it. You stop being afraid of not having enough, and you start being excited about what you can do with what you have. You stop focusing on accumulation, and you start focusing on circulation. And paradoxically, when you make that shift, more money comes to you because you're no longer clutching and blocking the flow. Here's your action step. I want you to do this today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, find some money. Go to your wallet, your purse, your pocket, wherever you keep money, and take it out. Hold it in your hands. Look at it and say out loud, I bless this money. I am grateful for this money. This money represents unlimited abundance flowing into my life. As I speak these words, I am opening channels for more money to come to me easily, quickly, and abundantly. Money loves me. Money flows to me. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am abundant. Say it with feeling. Say it with conviction. And notice how you feel after you say it. Then, make a commitment to yourself that from this day forward, every single time you touch money, you will speak words of prosperity over it. No more complaining about bills. No more saying you're broke. No more worrying about not having enough. Only words of gratitude, blessing, increase, and abundance. I promise you, if you do this consistently for 30 days, you will see changes in your financial life that will astound you. Now, I know some of you are thinking, okay, but I need practical advice too. I need a budget. I need a financial plan. And yes, those things are important. But here's what I've learned. You can have the best financial plan in the world, but if your consciousness is programmed for poverty, that plan won't work. You'll sabotage it. You'll have unexpected emergencies. Things will fall apart. But when you first change your consciousness, when you first get your mind right, then the practical tools work like magic. The plan works. The budget works. The investments work. Because you're no longer fighting against yourself. Think of it this way. If you're trying to drive a car to a destination, but you're pressing the gas and the brake at the same time, you're not going to get very far. That's what most people do with money. They want more money, so they work hard, they save, they invest. That's pressing the gas. But at the same time, they're speaking words of poverty, thinking thoughts of lack, feeling anxious about money. That's pressing the brake. You're fighting against yourself. When you align your words, thoughts, and feelings with prosperity, you take your foot off the brake, and suddenly, you start moving forward rapidly. Let me give you one more powerful practice. Create what I call a prosperity jar. Get a jar or a container, and every time you receive money, even if you're depositing it in the bank, put a small amount in your prosperity jar. It could be $1, $5. And don't worry, we keep our videos short, powerful, and to the point. You won't find 2-hour lectures here filled with fluff and fancy words that sound good but do nothing. These are bite-sized power sessions straight to the soul, quick enough for your coffee break, and potent enough to change your mindset for life. So stay around till the end, because this isn't one of those channels that talk for hours. This one works. Now, let's talk about you, because I know what you're going through. You've been trying to change things, maybe your finances, your health, your peace of mind, but it feels like no matter what you do, nothing sticks. You take one step forward and somehow get pulled 2 steps back. You start a new habit, but old thoughts sneak in. You say you want more money, but deep down, you feel unworthy or afraid to lose what little you have. You try to affirm abundance, but your subconscious whispers, "Yeah, right, not you." That's the tug of war between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. The conscious mind says, "I want more." The subconscious says, "I'm not sure I deserve it." Guess which one wins? The subconscious, every single time. Because it's the one in charge of your vibration, your emotions, your energy, the signal you constantly send out into the universe. And here's the secret no one tells you. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to repetition. That's why saying something every hour is so powerful. You're reprogramming that hidden mind not once, not twice, but constantly every hour, every day, for 30 days. You're turning your entire mental frequency from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, from resistance to flow. And when your inner dialogue changes, your outer reality has no choice but to follow. Here's the truth. Most people think their circumstances are what create their thoughts, but it's actually the other way around. Your thoughts create your circumstances. You can't plant tomatoes and expect mangoes. You can't think fear and expect faith. You can't speak doubt and expect abundance. Words are seeds, thoughts are water, feelings are sunlight. And if you tend to them every hour, you'll start seeing the first sprouts of miracles faster than you think. So here's what you're going to do every single hour. You're going to pause and say this simple phrase: "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." That's it. 10 words that shift your entire vibration. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Say it with feeling. Say it when you're tired. Say it when things go wrong. Say it when they go right. You're not saying it because everything looks perfect. You're saying it so everything becomes perfect. This is not blind optimism. This is alignment. When you affirm that everything is working out for you, even when it seems it isn't, you tell the universe, "I trust you." And trust is the highest frequency you can hold. The moment you trust, resistance melts, energy flows, doors open. Suddenly, you bump into the right person, the right idea, the right opportunity, and you'll say, "Wow, what a coincidence." But it's not coincidence. It's cause and effect. Let's be real. Most of us have been affirming the opposite for years without realizing it. You stub your toe and say, "Just my luck." You lose your keys and mutter, "Things never go right for me." You scroll online and think, "Why can't I be as lucky as them?" Those are hourly affirmations too, just the kind that create chaos. You've been accidentally manifesting what you don't want by speaking it into existence. It's like standing in front of a cosmic vending machine, pressing the wrong buttons, and then complaining about what comes out. But now you're taking your power back. You're rewriting the script. And the beauty of it is that it's easy. You don't need to overthink it. You don't even need to be in a peaceful environment. You could be in traffic, at work, washing dishes, walking your dog, and still say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Think about it every time you say it. You're shifting timelines. You're choosing peace over panic. You're sending a clear signal to your subconscious mind. We're safe. We're guided. We're blessed. And your subconscious, that loyal servant, goes, "Oh, we're blessed now. Okay, let's find evidence." And then out of nowhere, you start noticing things aligning. You might suddenly get a message you've been waiting for. A bill gets delayed. A stranger compliments you. Your mood improves for no reason. That's the shift. It's subtle at first, like a small hum in the background, but give it 30 days, and you'll see your world rearrange itself in your favor. Now let's break it down logically, because I know you want to understand why this works. The human brain operates through something called the reticular activating system. It filters what you notice in your environment based on what you consistently focus on. That means if you constantly affirm stress, you notice more reasons to be stressed. But if you affirm that everything's working out for you, your brain starts scanning reality for proof. Suddenly, you're not blind to blessings anymore. You're tuned into them. The same principle applies spiritually. What you speak vibrates into form. Every word carries energy, and that energy organizes your reality. When you speak harmony, life harmonizes. When you speak chaos, life complies. That's not superstition, that's vibration. You are a walking frequency tower, and every hour you get to tune it to peace, prosperity, and purpose. So here's your first challenge. For the next 24 hours, set an hourly reminder on your phone. Every time it goes off, pause for 5 seconds and say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Do it out loud if you can. Whisper if you must. Feel it, even if it feels silly. And here's the trick. Don't force yourself to believe it. Just say it. The belief will catch up later. You're training your energy like a muscle. At first, it feels awkward, like going to the gym for the first time. But give it a few days, and it becomes second nature. You start feeling lighter, calmer, more confident. It's not that life suddenly stops testing you. It's that you stop reacting the same way. You've raised your vibration, and now life is responding to a higher frequency. And let's keep it honest, if you can scroll social media every hour, you can say one powerful sentence every hour. You've got time, you've got words, and you've got power more than you realize. Here's something funny I've noticed. People will argue for their limitations like it's a sport. They'll say, "Well, you don't know my situation." And I say, "Exactly. And that's why it's the perfect time to try this. Because when everything seems impossible, that's when the smallest shift creates the biggest miracle." You don't need to move mountains. You just need to whisper faith into them every hour. If you're watching this right now, you didn't stumble here by accident. You were guided here because something inside you is ready to stop struggling and start flowing. You're tired of forcing outcomes. You're ready to align with them. So say it with me one more time before we continue. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Unless you're driving, then please don't. Feel that sentence sink into your spirit. Let it vibrate through your body. That calm you feel, that's the frequency of trust. That's what creation feels like before it becomes visible. Don't underestimate the power of these small moments, because your entire life is built on them. The future you're praying for is built from the words you're speaking right now. So choose them wisely. You've got 24 hours, 30 days, and a brand new mindset waiting to take shape 1 hour, 1 sentence at a time. Stay with me. I'll show you what happens after you've done this for a few days. How the universe starts responding. How to handle setbacks. And how to multiply the power of your hourly affirmations to attract abundance faster. And before we move to that, I want you to write this in the comments. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Let's flood the space with positive vibration. You never know who needs to read your comment and get their spark back. You've learned the words now. I'll show you the magic behind them. If you've made it far, that means you're serious about transforming your life, and I love that kind of energy. Because let's be honest, most people stop halfway through everything. Halfway through their dreams, halfway through their plans, halfway through believing in themselves. But not you. You're here. You're consistent. And that alone is proof that your life is already shifting. Now, let's talk about what happens once you start saying, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me every hour." At first, it might feel mechanical, like brushing your teeth. You just do it because I said it works. But around day 3 or 4, something funny starts to happen. You'll notice tiny coincidences. Things that used to bother you suddenly don't. You'll get an unexpected message, a bit of good news, or maybe even find money in your pocket that you forgot about. It's the universe's way of whispering, "Hey, I heard you." And you might laugh and think, well, that's a coincidence. No, it's not. It's confirmation. You're tuning your vibration, and the outer world is starting to echo your inner command. It's like turning a radio dial at first. There's static. Then suddenly the signal becomes crystal clear. That's how alignment works. But let me prepare you for something real. The moment you start raising your vibration, the universe will also test your commitment. You'll get moments where you say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." And then your boss will yell at you, your Wi-Fi will die, or your plans will fall apart. And you'll think, well, that didn't work. Oh, but it did. Because what's happening in those moments is that everything not in alignment with your new vibration starts falling away. The old energy, the old patterns, the old beliefs, they're being shaken loose. It's like cleaning your closet. Before it looks neat, it looks messy. But it's part of the process. You can't organize a cluttered mind without stirring up a bit of dust. So when chaos shows up after you begin affirming, don't panic. Smile and say it again. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Because it really is. Even the mess is part of the miracle. You see, the power isn't just in the words. It's in your consistency. The same way you wouldn't expect one workout to sculpt your body, you can't expect one affirmation to rewire your mind. But say it every hour for 30 days and you're training your brain to think like a champion, to believe like a winner, to react like someone who knows they're backed by divine timing. And here's something fascinating. When you keep repeating this affirmation, your emotional baseline changes. The ups and downs of life still come, but they don't shake you the same way. You start moving with grace instead of fear. You stop chasing outcomes and start attracting them. That's when you realize the universe doesn't respond to begging, it responds to knowing. Let's talk about that word, knowing. Knowing means certainty without evidence. It's the quiet confidence that says, I may not see it yet, but it's already done. When you affirm every hour, you're not trying to make something happen. You're reminding yourself that it already is. That's what creates miracles. Faith doesn't need proof, it becomes proof. And I get it, some of you might still be thinking, what if I forget to say it every hour? Well, that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. If you forget, the moment you remember, just smile and say it. The universe isn't grading you, it's responding to your energy. And energy resets the moment you choose it again. So even if you miss 5 hours, the 6th hour can change everything. Here's a little trick to make it fun. Attach your affirmation to things you do often. Every time you drink water, say it. Every time you check your phone, say it. Every time you stand up, stretch, or open a door, say it. Turn your ordinary habits into spiritual cues. Before you know it, you'll be affirming automatically, not out of discipline, but out of joy. Now let's go a little deeper, because I want you to understand what's really happening behind the scenes when you do this. Every thought and word sends out a vibration that either harmonizes or clashes with your desired outcome. When you keep affirming harmony, the universe rearranges circumstances to match it. That means sometimes people will leave your life, jobs will end, plans will shift, not because you're unlucky, but because you're upgrading. Think of it like your phone updating its system. When it restarts, some old apps stop working not because something's wrong, but because the new system doesn't support the old patterns. The same thing happens in your life. When you start affirming that everything is working out for you, you're downloading a higher version of yourself. So if something falls apart, just smile and say, it's part of the upgrade. And while we're at it, let's talk about timing, because this affirmation teaches you to trust divine timing. Most people stress because they think life should happen on their schedule. But the truth is, the universe's timing is perfect. It's never late, never early, always precise. You might think you're waiting, but really, things are aligning. Sometimes the delay is protection. Sometimes the no is redirection. And your affirmation keeps you peaceful through it all. Now here's something I want you to do for the next 30 days, a simple daily ritual that will anchor your energy. When you wake up in the morning, Before you touch your phone, sit up and say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Then smile, even if it's a tired smile. That's your signal to the universe. I'm awake, I'm grateful, and I'm ready to receive. Throughout the day, keep saying it every hour, just like we've discussed. And at night, before you sleep, whisper it one last time. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Let that be your final thought of the day. You'll be amazed how peaceful your dreams become. If you do this for 30 days, your mind starts to expect good things. You stop waiting for the next problem and start anticipating blessings. You'll notice how the world seems softer, friendlier, more in sync with you. That's because you've shifted from resistance to allowance. Now let's make it practical, because miracles like structure. For the next week, try this simple 3-step system. Step 1, awareness. Pay attention to your words. Notice how often you complain, criticize, or predict the worst. Catch yourself and replace it immediately with, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Step 2, alignment. When you say your affirmation, don't just say it with your mouth, say it with your heart. Feel it. Visualize little scenes that match it, like laughing with friends, paying your bills easily, feeling healthy and confident. Make the affirmation come alive inside you. Step 3, allowance. Stop forcing things. Don't chase, don't panic, don't doubt. The moment you feel worry creeping in, take a deep breath and repeat your phrase. You're not trying to fix life. You're allowing life to fix itself through you. Now let me tell you something important. You don't have to be perfect at this. You just have to be willing. The universe doesn't reward perfection. It rewards participation. It's not about how many hours you get it right, but how many times you get back into alignment after slipping. Because every time you choose faith over fear, even once, you strengthen your spiritual muscle. You'll reach a point where things that used to overwhelm you now make you laugh. You'll realize you've become unshakable. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You'll smile and say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Because maybe that little delay saved you from something bigger. You'll spill coffee on your shirt, and instead of saying, "Ugh, my luck," you'll say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Because maybe that tiny accident slowed you down just enough to meet a divine appointment later. You see, you don't need to understand how things are working out, you just need to know they are. Life is far more intelligent than we give it credit for. Your job is not to micromanage the universe. Your job is to stay in harmony with it. And that's what this affirmation does. It keeps you in the vibration of harmony.